Hi, my name is D.Saenz,
And I'm Caitlin Carlson.
and we work for NavPress in Colorado Springs, Colorado. NavPress is a discipleship and spiritual formation publishing house with a rich history of thoughtful, biblically grounded resources from missional authors.
Our mission is to equip God's people to know Christ, make him known, and help others do the same. We do that across 3 different product lines. Our trade books line focuses on spiritual formation and practical discipleship. Our ministry resources line focuses on Bible studies, discipleship resources, workbooks, things that really help people take their faith and put it into action in community. And then our Bible line is our 3rd line.
Yeah, we're actually the publisher of the Message Bible, which is Eugene Peterson's acclaimed paraphrase that helps everyday Christians understand God's Word in new ways. So every year we publish ancillary resources in the Message line as well.
So a few recent resources that we are very proud of, very excited about. Mindy Caliquire's book, Ignite Your Soul. Mindy is an expert and leader in the soul care community. She coaches organizations and churches and individuals on what it looks like to tend to your whole self in a way that causes spiritual flourishing and resilience despite circumstance. Ignite Your Soul is a practical pathway as well as an invitation to resilience even in difficult times. And another one that I'm really excited about and really proud of is Say Good by Ashley Island. Ashley is a pastor and a visionary leader and community development person who is really engaged in reconciliation work in communities and in relationships. And Say Good aims to provide a 4-part discernment process for owning your voice, stewarding what you are trying to say in the midst of a hot button culture, learning when to listen, when to lean in, when to learn. It's a fantastic book.
I've also worked on 3 books in the last year that I've been really excited about. The first one that I'll mention is Daniel M's Discipleship Opportunity. Daniel M is a pastor, Bible teacher, writer, and a podcast host who has a passion for the local church. So this book is a discipleship tool to help church leaders navigate all of the changes in our rapidly evolving culture, post-pandemic and post-Christian world. So it's a really great tool for church leaders. The other one I'll mention is a book called Does God See Me by Jerla Prevalon, who is a counselor, ordained minister, and founder and executive director of Elevate Her Ministries, which helps women around the world heal from trauma. So Jerla's book has specific resonance for Black women and women of color who need help finding their voice, receiving healing, and working toward transformation. And the last one I'll mention is called God-Given Dreams by Nancy Gavilanes, who is an author and evangelist. We actually found Nancy through Publishing in Color in 2022. And her book is for women who struggle with feelings of unworthiness or inadequacy. And her book offers hope to them through 6 transformative truths that help them break free from fear and doubt. So those are all examples of books that we've published recently that serve as practical discipleship tools for readers who are seeking to live into their callings as believers.
As far as the kinds of Christian content that we're acquiring and we're planning to acquire, I am looking for Christian nonfiction books that demonstrate both a grounded biblical rootedness and understanding, as well as an honest, authentic, authorial presence. So I'm really looking for people who are spiritually mature, but also able to be fearlessly vulnerable and steward those well in a balance. I really do believe that books are at their most transformative when an author can come alongside a reader as they are with the whole of themselves and engage in the ministry of writing in that way. I'm interested in books that are really about whole life discipleship, the whole person. So that looks like mental health and spirituality, what are the implications for our spiritual lives with parenting and how we raise up the next generation, as well as who we are in the midst of that process, emotional wholeness, what does it look like to have healthy relationships, both interpersonally and in community. And then I also develop and acquire products for our Bible study Bible study line and ministry resources more generally, so discipleship resources, workbooks, and I do occasionally develop Bible study lines that are topical or thematic or really rooted in a particular book of the Bible. And yes, right now I'm looking for practical resources in that ministry resources line, more aimed probably at women, and maybe topics that would resonate with where they are, or young people like middle school to high school age range.
And as for me, so I acquire about 8 to 10 books per year, and I tend to look for books that are thoughtful, biblically sound, from authors who have both academic credentials and also lived experience to be writing on the topics that they're writing about. I'm especially passionate about books that are addressing issues at the intersection of faith and culture. Also, books that help everyday Christians who are busy professionals or parents learn how to integrate faith into their everyday lives. And also books that help readers grow closer to God in ways that honor both mind, body, and spirit.
At NavPress, we believe it is vital to the health and the growth of God's people to hear from the breadth and diversity of God's people. The voices of people of color in Christian publishing have been historically sidelined and underserved in ways that harm all of us. And it's really our team's passion and mission to partner with authors of color who bring fresh perspectives and challenges to God's people in a way that subverts traditional evangelical publishing expectations about platform and approach. We're not interested in inviting people into becoming a white evangelical author. We really want to hear from people in their faith journeys, what God has taught them right where they are.
We've really enjoyed cultivating a relationship with publishing in color over the last few years, and so we hope to hear from you all as you think about and pray about your own publishing journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.